Hi, I'm Joe Magliocco with Blue Matter, and welcome back to our make or break factors on the journey from R&D to commercial, all about helping clinical stage companies become commercial stage companies. We recently finished publishing on this topic with our two most recent make or break factors. Factor number 6, all around right sizing your launch, and factor number 7, all around establishing or evolving your ways of working, especially related to decision making, collaboration, and communication. But I want to touch on a couple of topics that are not explicit in those articles. First, let's talk about how these two factors are actually very connected and related. It might seem obvious on the surface, but when it comes to right sizing your launch, if you add a lot of people to the organization and a lot of teams and functions, then when it comes to the ways of working, you're going to need to put in place more governance, clearer lines of decision making, more explicit guidance for collaboration and how all of these different teams and all of these different people will work together. On the other side of things, if you have too few people and you sort of under-resource the launch, but you have a lot of governance in place, you might find that people are spending more time trying to navigate the organization than they are actually doing good, important work. So it's important to try and think about these things holistically and how they fit together. The second topic that we want to talk through is the mindset of the people that need to join an emerging company in order to make both of these factors really work. And this is not a comprehensive list, not an exhaustive list, but we've found 3-ish mindsets that are pretty important to help people thrive and help the organizations thrive around them. The first is willingness to actually roll up their sleeves and do the work. A lot of times, emerging companies have to hire experienced leaders in their functional areas who may be used to leading or managing others. At the same time, those people are usually the first people in their function hired at that company. So they need to be willing to drive initiatives forward. And the people they hire next also have to have that same mindset because they may not have direct reports underneath them, all while critical initiatives have to keep moving ahead to stay on track for launch. The second mindset that's important is being flexible and adaptable. Anybody who's worked in startup life or at an emerging company can tell you that things are constantly changing, whether that's from clinical data from the company, competitor events or market events, even just the team growing as new functions and team members are added. You have to have people who are willing to adapt and roll with the punches and constantly keep moving forward. And the third mindset that's really important is really creatively and critically thinking about what is fit for purpose. If we don't do this, then people will just take experience they've done before and try and apply it to the current situation, even if the situation is very different from where they used to work. So this wraps up our 2023 series on the 7 make or break factors as a R&D focused company transitions to a commercial organization. We will be putting this all out in ebook form early next year, so please stay tuned for that. Through this series, we've seen that the journey from R&D to commercial is a really hot topic and people want even more detail. So next year, we're going to kick off a new thought leadership series all around how to design and scale different functions within this journey from R&D to commercial and how to do so in a way that's integrated from the very beginning. So stay tuned for more. Please like, share, or get in touch if you have any questions.